Hi everybody. Everybody, I'm back. And today I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I get to show you all how to make Jeannie Young style apple pie. Here's what you will need. You will need Granny Smith apples. I don't suggest using any other apples except for Granny apple. Okay? And I have, let me tell you how many I have. I have 1, 9. All right, I have 9 apples, Granny Smith. I have white sugar, and I'm going to put some brown sugar in as well. We're going to use a pinch of sea salt as well as flour. You will need ground cinnamon as well as pure vanilla extract. You will need a little bit of ground allspice as well. And also we're going to need some lemon zest and a little bit of lemon juice. So what I've started doing is I have a paring knife. You want to take and peel your skin off of the apple. Okay? If you have a peeler, feel free to use a peeler as well. But you're going to need to get that skin off of there. Now, I've seen some people make apple pie with the skin on. Now, here's the thing. It's really up to your discretion whether you want to do that or not. Okay? So once you get your skin off, here's what you're going to do. This part right here is very simple. We're just going to slice right down in this manner. Okay? Come down this way. Come down this way. And slice down this way, and you're left with that core that you can get rid of. Okay? And then once we have our pieces, you're just going to slice them, and you're not going to do them too thin, you're not going to do them too thick. You all know what the apples look like inside of an apple pie, right? Well, that's the slice that you're going to use. See that? That's what they should look like. And I have a nice, beautiful, clean bowl here. We're going to put our apples in, and I'll just show you the rest of this one. I'll slice this one up. And the other apples, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do those off camera so you all don't have to sit here and watch me slice and peel all of the apples. Okay, see that there? This is the perfect slice, not too thin and not too thick. Because if you make them too thin, they'll turn into mush. If you make them too thick, they'll never cook, okay? That's what you want them to look like, guys, all right? So then, another key, when you're making apple pie, you know how apples tend to oxidize when they hit the air and they're cut. What oxidizes is when the air reaches them, they tend to turn brown like a banana would. So what you're going to need is you're going to need lemon juice. And lemon juice solves that problem. When you squeeze... Okay, sorry about that, everyone. My phone was ringing. But I believe what I was saying was how you what oxidizing is when the air hits the apple will naturally turn brown. So the way that you can solve that is you're just going to take some lemon. You're going to squeeze lemon all over the top of these beautiful apples. Okay? And then you won't have that problem. Your apples will stay nice and bright for you. And honestly, you can do that with other fruits as well. Okay? So we're going to get this nice and sliced up. And then I'm going to show you all how to make the most quick, simple, yet so tasteful apple pie that you've ever had before. Have you all made an apple pie before? If you have, let me know your experience. And the next thing is, do you all like apple pie? There's a lot of people that don't like apple pie. And then there's a lot of people that love it, like myself. I happen to love apple pie. You hear me? I could eat apple pie every day. Absolutely, I could. And one day I'll have to do the apple pie for you where I make the caramel apple pie. Oh my goodness, guys, you ain't seen nothing until you seen Jeannie Young make the caramel iced apple pie. I got so many tricks up my sleeve. You hear me? When I was in culinary art school, I'm going to share this story with you, and then I'll put the video on pause and cut the other apples off camera. When I was in culinary art school, one of the things that I had to make was an apple pie. And I made the crust from scratch as well. Today I'm not going to make the crust from scratch. Let me show you the crust that I'm going to use. You all that know me, you know that I like simple things. As long as I've tasted it before and I fell in love with it and it turns out perfect every time, that's for me. That is for me. This right here, this Pillsbury pie crust, I use it every time. It turns out perfect every time, and it's delicious. Nice and flaky and buttery, crispy. It's beautiful. So we're going to use this. This has 2 pie crusts in it. All right? So let me get back to my story. I was in culinary art school, and I had to make an apple pie. Well, I made it. And while I was reading because they would give you the ingredients and they would say, hey, just make it, right? And so I did so. In the ingredient section, I believe it told me a 1/3 cup of cheddar cheese. And boy, was I stumped. I have to eat that apple, guys. I was stumped. And I could not believe that they wanted me to put 1/3 cup shredded cheddar cheese in this apple pie. So I make the apple pie. I put the 1/3 cup exact in the pie, and that pie had to be the best apple pie I had in my whole life. Do you hear me? I'm not going to use shredded cheddar today, but guess what? Cheddar cheese, believe it or not, cheddar cheese and apple pie somehow, I know it sounds funny, but somehow it goes together and it pairs up like peas in a pod. Do you hear me? It was amazing, and I could not wrap my brain around it. And I never forgot the recipe. I never forgot. You know, you never forget certain things. I never forgot that recipe. But if you all wanted to try it, I highly suggest you try it. And here's the thing, you won't be disappointed. You really won't. And if you look up online, you know, if you have a question like, I don't know what you can say to the internet, apple pies with cheddar cheese in it, you will see that there's people out there that still make the apple pies with the cheddar cheese, and it's amazing. But if you wanted to with this recipe, go ahead and give it a try and let me know what you think. Okay, I know I said I was going to cut these apples off camera, and I'm going to do just that, and then I'll be back. And I'm going to show you all how to make one delicious apple pie, Gina Young style. Okay, everybody, now what I want to do is I want to go in, and I want to squeeze some of my beautiful lemon that I have here all over the top. I'll get it in there, guys, all over the top of my apples. And then I want to toss my apples around so that I can get this acid from the lemon all over each apple so that they don't start to oxidize on me. Okay? Just like so. I'll be back. Okay, everybody. Now, I purposely, I used the whole lemon juice. You don't need the whole lemon in order to squeeze in here for your apples not to turn brown. You only need maybe a half a lemon, but I use the whole lemon because I like the flavor. And here's what we're going to do. Go ahead and use some of that lemon zest. Okay? I'm going to use the zest of a half of the lemon. You never want to use the white pith. You always want to use just the yellow zest. We're going to get that. Go ahead and put it right on into these beautiful apples. Boy, these apples taste amazing. Do you hear me? When I was growing up, the house that I lived in, we had an apple tree, a green apple tree in our backyard. And it gave us the most beautiful, tasty apples. And my dad would say, grab you one of them apples or grab me one of those apples. And he would put a little bit of salt. See that? We're going to use all that beautiful zest. A little bit of salt, just a little bit of salt on that, I wanted to say tomato, on that apple. And those were the best apples ever. And I'll still do that to today. Put a little bit of salt on tomatoes and apples because it's the best. It just goes together. So Out of the apples that we counted, I used them all except for 3. I felt like this was enough right here, okay? Let me take that seed out. Okay. So then, I'm going to eyeball everything right here, but because I know how much of everything I need. But in the description below, I will give you all measurements, okay? Go ahead and put you some ground allspice in. If you're that person that really doesn't like ground allspice, then don't put any in. And really, it's that simple, okay? If you're that person that says, but Gina, I love nutmeg, put you some in, okay? So I'm going to use some ground allspice. A little goes a long way. That's all you need. Going to put some cinnamon in. Now me personally, I'm a cinnamon lady. I love cinnamon. Put you some in there. Okay? And we're going to use some pure vanilla. I would tell you all a teaspoon, but usually when I tell you all a teaspoon, I mean a tablespoon and a half. Because once I start pouring, I can never stop. I love the smell and the taste that vanilla gives. Just put you some in there. Put as much as you like in there. You have to put a pinch, just a pinch when I tell you, of sea salt, okay? It doesn't have to be sea salt. It can be regular salt. What the salt will do is it'll counteract with the sweetness, and it really, honestly, it'll bring out the flavors, okay? It will bring the flavors out. That's it. That's all you need, guys. That little pinch of that salt, it goes a long way. Now I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in. I don't always use the brown sugar in my apple pie, but today I want to, so we're going to use a little bit. All right? And really, it's that simple. Okay? Just like so. And just a little bit of that one. Okay? And then we're going to go in with our white sugar as well. Make sure you have your oven preheated to 350 degrees if you don't already. And today we're going to use a, we're going to use an egg based. Okay, so with our pastry, our crust, we're going to paint the crust with the egg wash. And the egg wash it'll just have 1 or 2 beaten eggs with a little bit of water, and then we're going to take our brush and we're going to paste it or brush it all over the crust. It's going to make for a really nice golden brown crust. All right, let's go in with our sugar. Get your sugar put in there, just like so. Beautiful. Let me close my sugar up, put this away. Then we're going to give a nice mix. You want to mix everything up. If you don't have a pie dish at home already, then you go out and purchase you one. This one here has 2 pie dishes, and it has a lid that goes with it as well, okay? So it's really up to your discretion whether you want to make 1 or 2. If you don't have one, just purchase one. This one only costs $2 for 2. All right, so let's give this a nice mix. Okay, make sure you get that zest that's in there well incorporated. This right here smells like absolute heaven. Really it does. Yes, it does. Oh, it smells amazing. And then what I like to do is go in with some flour. And what that flour will do is that flour will help for your apples to be nice and thick. Because once these apples start to, you can see how they're starting to make, can you see how they're starting to make some juice here? Can you all see that in the bottom? It's going to naturally, you can see that now. See how it's naturally starting to make juice? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be thickening that juice up with the flour. But I'll show you all how to do that. But take your time to do this, because we want every piece of this apples to get nice and coated in that allspice, nice and coated in that vanilla and the cinnamon, and also the sea salt. All right, if you feel like you can't get in here good enough, get in here with your fingers and just mix it around, okay? Because sometimes, you know, the food does get heavy, and sometimes our hands are our best tools. It's really going to help you, you know, kind of get down in there, get everything mixed up. All right? See that beautiful sauce is starting to form down there? That's what you're wanting. That right there is love. Ooh-wee, that's love. All right, now that we have everything well incorporated, I want to take my finger and I want to give the sauce a taste and see if I'm happy with that flavor. Oh my goodness, you hear me? I'm more than happy, guys. This right here, woo, this get me excited. Okay. So now that we have this well incorporated, we're going to put some flour in here. And what I like to do is I just like to cover the top in this manner, and I like to say that's enough flour. That flour right there will be the perfect amount that's going to thicken up your apples for you, okay? Give it a nice toss around as well. That's just enough flour. That's the perfect amount. Don't forget, I'm going to give you measurements, all right? For those of you that are unsure. Highly suggest that you all make this for your loved one. They're going to be, your loved one is going to say, honey, where did you get this recipe from? And you're going to say, Gina Young. Gina Young showed me. All right, look at this. Beautiful. That's done. Set it aside. All right, next, let's bring our pie crust in the equation. If you don't already have your oven preheated to 350 degrees, please do so. I'm opening up our beautiful pie crust. All right, it comes like this. And literally, you just cut it open. Sorry about the noise, guys. And you just unroll it. If you hear a little bit of noise, it's my family getting ready to come in. Dakota's running to go let them inside. It's Dion and Tori and my husband. They all went out. They went shopping together. Okay, here's this. Look, quick and simple. Look how simple. And here's the thing. If you're that person that says, I don't want crust at the bottom of mine. Here's the thing. You ain't got to. You don't have to put crust. You don't have to put crust at the bottom. You can just do crust at the top. If you wanted to do a lattice, you know, where you slice it and then you do the in and out thing like this, you know, you can do that. Absolutely you can. Possibilities are endless. You can do what you want when you get in this kitchen. You hear me? Absolutely you can, baby. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to show you all that you can do everything that Gina Young does in my kitchen the same way. It's going to taste the same, and it's going to be awesome every time. Trust me when I tell you this. Okay, everybody, so you can see, can you see that? Can you see those beautiful juices that naturally came from the sugars in the apples? Here's what you do. Go ahead, pour this, man, that's heavy. Pour it right into your beautiful pie crust, just like so. Okay? Don't make it too high. If you have too many apples, save those apples and you can fry them up in the morning with breakfast or something, okay? I'm not going to put any more apples in there. I am going to open this one. And then I'm going to show you how I like to put the top crust on. Let's see, maybe I can get a few more in. I'm crazy, aren't I? That's good, that's good. Don't get crazy with the apples, Gina. Beautiful. And I'm telling you, this tastes so good. I cannot wait till each and every one of you taste this and let me know what you think. So now's time for the crimping part. Gina, are you a crimper? No, I'm not. I'm no good at it, but I'll show you what I can do. You all see me make the pot pies, right? You see me make the pot pies and how I like to make them. I just kind of crimp it the best I can. Okay? Watch this here. So you put that on just like so. You bring the two crusts together in this manner, okay? And then I just kind of do a motion like that. Put my finger in, you know, and kind of do like this, okay? And I'm going to do that all around. It's not going to be perfect, but guess what? This taste is going to be perfect. That's what I do know, right? So let's get these all in here, just like this, and start to do my halfway crimp. All right, and then we'll grab out our egg so we can make our egg wash for a beautiful apple pie that we have here. Don't push that crust down. All right, 350 degrees. Some people cook theirs on 375. I'm going to do 350 because I don't want for my crust to get too dark. I like it to be nice and golden brown, and that's it. All right, see this here? You just keep on crimping until you get all the way to the end. Now we're going to grab our egg out. I'm going to grab 2 whole eggs with the egg whites, a little bit of water, mix it in, use this and brush it all over, and we're going to make a little cross vent so that the pie can vent, because there's going to be steam. You know, steam in the inside that needs to escape. And if you don't make an escape route, you know, by making a little cross in the middle, your pie will kind of blow up. And when I say blow up, it'll basically make its own vent. Maybe out the side, it'll just kind of pop open and the steam will start to come out in that manner. All right, give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, take a look. Here's what we got. That's the best I can do. And here's the thing, seriously, if you didn't want to do even that, what you seriously can do is you can roll that bad boy and just tuck it in, or you can cut the edges off and call it a night, right? You don't even have to do that. Let's grab a knife so that we can cut down into our pie so that we can have that vent that I was speaking about. You gotta have some type of vent. There's one slice. Here's another slice. Just like so, in this manner. Let's put another one just like that. Hope you all are enjoying this recipe. I hope you all are having a great day today, enjoying your weekend. All right, there's that. Let me grab my eggs. Okay, everybody. Egg and a little bit of water. All right, brush it on here ever so gently. Don't put any big clumps on here, okay? Because what you'll wind up with is really dark marks that don't look too pretty, all right? You don't have to put too much of this egg wash on here, okay? Just a little goes a long way, all right? Just like this, in this manner. Woo, almost lost my eggs. Our oven is nice and preheated. You want to get the inside and the outside of your crust. This should cook for around about 45 to 55 minutes. We'll just see however long it takes, because oven temperatures may vary. You know, it might take, for mine to take 40 minutes, it might take yours to take 55 minutes, but you all know what golden brown is, right? Seriously. You know what golden brown looks like. And that's when you know that everything is done. All right? Nice. Look at this. Oh yeah, baby. This right here is what makes me happy. I'm so excited to be able to share this with my family tonight. We're going to have breakfast for dinner tonight. Yes, we are. And then for dessert, We're having apple pie. Apple pie at the Young's house. Apple pie can be at your house as well. All you have to do is follow these directions, and you too can make the same thing Jeannie Young can make. Absolutely you can. Okay? Now, if you wanted to, you can take a little bit of sugar, maybe right during the end of the cooking process when I feel like my pie is almost done. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar right on top of that pie. All right? Now what I want to do, I want to go back into this hole to make sure that I haven't sealed up those holes. Okay? Just to be safe, because I don't want to reseal them. And we didn't have a vent. Okay? Because by brushing it, there's a chance that you can reseal it. Just go back and make sure it's not. Beautiful. All right, going in the oven, guys. When it's ready, I'll come back. Okay, everybody, our apple pie is about 5 minutes away from being done. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to take just a little bit, guys. Let me see. I'm going to take a little bit of this sugar, round about this much. I'm going to put it on the crust. Okay, I'm just going to let it bake into the crust. Just the last 5 minutes. Now, there are some people that like to put the sugar on while the crust is still raw. I feel like when you do that, what happens is that sugar cooks extra fast, and there's a chance that your sugar can burn. So I like to put mine in right now when I only have 5 minutes left. After the 5 minutes, we'll take this out. We're going to let it cool down. I'm going to let y'all know what this tastes like. Okay, everybody, out of all of that sugar that I grabbed, I just used 2 or 3 pinches and put it all over the crust. Here we go, guys. This apple pie cooked in the oven for 50 minutes on 350 degrees. Look at what we have. Apple Pie 101 Jeannie Young style. Hey, listen here. If you've never had this before or you never made one, you better make you one. Absolutely you should. So quick, so simple, lots of fun to make, and it's going to be so tasty. And you see what I got right here. Vanilla ice cream. You have to have you some vanilla ice cream right on the top of this bad boy. Now, here's the thing. We have to let this rest. If we don't let this rest, I'm going to burn the daylights out of my mouth. So let's let it rest for around about a half an hour. I'm going to come back. I'm going to slice this up. We're going to give this a taste. If you all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time Jeannie Young uploads one of these awesome recipes. Absolutely. Look at this, guys. I want to come a little close to you so y'all can see what we got going on. This is what we got going on. Hold on. Let's see. I need to pull my camera up so that we can get that perfect picture so I can make a thumbnail picture, okay? Let me know what you all think about this in the comment section below. Apple Pie 101. Ooh-wee, I can't wait to sink my teeth down into this bad boy. Okay, everybody, it's been a half an hour. Let's see. The pie is still kind of hot, all right? But we're still going to cut down to this bad boy. And, you know, you still want to eat it while it's nice and warm anyways, right? All right, let's cut down into there. Oh, it smells, guys, my house smells absolutely amazing. I wish you all were here. I wish you all were here. I would have made 7 of these apple pies and I would have shared it with you all. All right, let's put this on the plate. Look at this, guys. This is one good looking pie. I did a horrible job cutting my pie, but I want you all to see down in this pie. Take a look. Let's see. Hold on. Let me bring the camera a little closer. I want you all to be able to see down in the inside and what everything looks like. Look how beautiful. Nice. Okay. All right. Now for our pie. Woo! I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Get ready. Get ready. Look, I made a mess, guys, but it's okay. It's okay. Because it's going to be good. Woo! It's going to be good. Put that ice cream right smack dab on the top, in the middle. Let's dig in. God bless this meal. Lord, we thank you for this pie. We thank you for your love, time, your mercy, and understanding. We believe in you and we have faith in you, and we thank you for all you've done. Send your angels down to surround us day and night, your Holy Spirit to help us make good decisions and give us peace over our mind. Lord, we thank you for your mercy. We thank you for taking care of us and blessing us. Thank you for the roof over our head once again and the food that you feed us. Amen. Let's dig in. First thing I want to try these beautiful apples. Without the ice cream, guys. Without the ice cream. And you got to have some of this beautiful crust. Okay? And then we'll go in with the ice cream. Look at that. Look at it, guys. It's amazing. You hear me? Let's dig in. It's hot. It's hot. Be careful. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I gotta try that crust again. A little bit more of that apple. Come on, get right in my belly. Look at that. Taste this, guys. Taste that again before we try the ice cream. Oh, I'm going in. I'm ready. Oh. This right here, this is a winner for sure. This will win anybody over. Oh, so delicious, so tasty, just perfect. I'm so pleased. I am so pleased with this recipe. Look at this. Let me try that crunchy crust right there. The edge part that we folded a little bit, or that we tried to crimp. Get on my fork. All right. Ready, guys? Go in. Oh, I am in heaven right now. Thank you once again, Jesus. Doggone it, this is good. Woo, thank you, Lord. Good night.